Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be reviewing part of the r.e.m Beauty Wicked collection that Ariana Grande put out recently. I finally got my hands on it, and today we're going to be reviewing the eyeshadow palette, the Glinda makeup set, the Glinda glow drops, and one of the Tulip filled lip stains. You can buy the whole collection, and it has all 9 pieces of the limited edition r.e.m Beauty Wicked collection. I didn't get everything, so I didn't do that, but I would say it is reasonably priced, and when I got the stuff in my own hands, I was so surprised and so happy with how good quality. You can tell that they put their whole heart and soul into this collection. Not only is the cardstock and the design on the box is beautiful, but the packaging on the actual product is so high-end and luxe. I loved it. This Galinda glow drops, so well thought out. It's nice and has like a nice heavy weight to it. It has a beautiful crystal lid to it. This is going to look beautiful sitting on my vanity. It says it's a glow enhancing serum with crystal light pigments inspired by Galinda's bubble to be used alone or mixed in with complexion products. Formulated with peptides and hyaluronic acid. And I had to put it on my disco ball, of course. My disco ball tattoo needed some nice shine and sparkle to it. It has a nice soft scent. I can't tell you what it smells like, but it smells nice and fresh and kind of floral. I loved it. Very beautiful. It's the Tulip filled lip stain. They came out with 3 different colors, but I went with the shade Made in Oz, which is a deep mauve wine. I thought this would be perfect for all year round, especially in the fall time because it's a nice berry mauve color. Again, packaging 10 out of 10. That ombre sticker on the bottom of the box, I'm obsessed with. And then the tulips on the packaging, everything, it's beautiful. It reminds me, it's like the same tube as the liquid lips, but obviously has like a matte packaging around the outer edge. This was a new formula. It doesn't have a scent, and they said it's a lightweight gel stain that leaves a vibrant color tint inspired by the tulip fields of Munchkinland. Very cute. And I feel like these are one of those rare lip tints that actually feel hydrating. I was very surprised that it was as hydrating as it was. I mean, look how beautiful that is. Perfect for fall. Very nice and mauve colored. And it did really stain my hand later. A lot of these products are so long wearing. When I swatched them on my hand and then went to wash them off, I could not get them off. So that is a nice long wearing formula. This is probably the most anticipated for me, was the r.e.m Beauty Wicked Ozdust eyeshadow palette. It has 12 eyeshadow shades ranging from shade-shifting duochromes to rich metallics and velvety mattes, inspired by the icy blue, crystal tones of the Ozdust Ballroom, playful pinks of Galinda, and powerful deep greens of Elphaba. The packaging on this reminds me of those like fancy editions from Barnes & Noble of the books. So high quality. It felt like I was actually holding a nice heavy duty book in my hand. It has a great mirror, a little book ribbon, this little film that has like eyeshadow looks that you could do, and I actually do the top one for this look. But I was very impressed with the shadows on these, especially the mattes. They feel nice and soft and high end, nice and velvety, very easy to blend in. The shimmers are so beautiful. I just want to rub my entire body all over this because it's so beautiful, so high quality. I was really impressed with how much time and effort I feel like you can tell they put into this. Even the unicarton, like I'm gonna keep that. Such good cardstock and etched with like rose gold. Very beautiful. Well, everyone that was involved in this collection, they knew Wicked. They were obsessed with it. They wanted to make sure this was like the best collection out there, and honestly, just from like all the other Wicked collabs that I've seen, this one is the best, which makes sense because she is Galinda. We're gonna do a little swatch on the arm. I even did it with like little squares and tape, but I tried to make it fancy just because I was really excited about this video and I wanted it to be as high quality as the products in the video. Very beautiful, as you can tell, sparkly in the sunshine. And then I also like to show you ones in natural light just so you can see what it would look like there. I love all the names. Sometimes I don't love the names of eyeshadows that people pick, but this one perfectly fits the musical, the book, all of that. And I'm so excited to see the movie. I've been like purposely not like watching a huge bunch of Wicked stuff so that I'm not refreshed, so I'm like surprised when I see the movie. All beautiful shades. I didn't find a single shade that lacked in pigment or was difficult to blend. I was so excited to put these on my eyes. Next is the Galinda makeup set. Another great unicorn packaging that I'm gonna keep. It's so beautiful. It comes with 4 products. The Midnight Shadows liquid eyeshadow, and it's good to see me, isn't it? An Eclipse blush and lipstick, and she's so good. On the collar metallic lipstick, and you've been galinda-fied. And then a At the Borderline kohl eyeliner pencil in Scandalicious. I know it's limited edition, but I'm curious to see if they will put out these single products so that you could just buy one thing if you wanted to. First is the Midnight Shadow, and it's good to see me, isn't it? And I did want to compare this to Fembot to see if they have a similar vibe, and they definitely are different. It's Good to See Me is right there, and it's gonna be on the next swatch. It's the more opaque one. Fembot is the top, and it's a little bit more sheer. Very different, so if you're afraid you're gonna get a double, you're not. Next is the Eclipse blush and lipstick, and she's so good. It's like a vibrant hot pink, very 80s in my opinion. It's very beautiful. Doing more thorough swatches when I do the tutorial. Next is On Your Color lipstick here, and it has a metallic finish, and you've been galinda-fied. It's a nice soft mauve with a like gold pink shimmer going through it. You can really see it here in the sunlight. It's super beautiful. Nice and hydrating on the lips. I didn't have any like sort of drying sensation. It isn't going to be transfer proof like the liquid lips that I love, but it's going to add such a nice sparkle to the lip. The typical little astronaut packaging, but it's been galinda-fied with little sparkles and bubbles, and as always the little etching on the lipstick. Next is At the Borderline kohl eyeliner pencil in Scandalicious, which is a beautiful periwinkle blue, which matches the blue tones in the movie of Galinda. This is going to be really fun to do little 60s eyes with, and this formula is super budge proof. When I tried to rub it off my hand earlier, it would not come off, and it's really pigmented for like a soft blue like that. Those are harder to do in my opinion. I had to show you my cute duochrome, I would say elphaba inspired nails. Very cute. And I also had to always clip my hair back. Today I used my r.e.m beauty clips, which I thought was perfect for the video. Obviously we start with a black blanked out eyelid with some eyeshadow base, and then we're going to do that top eye look. As Ariana said, was inspired, like this first row was very Galinda and her dress, so this look on this little matte sheet, which is again a very nice quality. It said to sweep over your eyelid, goodness knows, and it is a matte, I would say it's like a pinky brown. Super beautiful. This is like one of those colors, it's like one and done. It also reminds me of like a sunset, one of those tones in the pink ombre-ness. Very cute. After that I took Perfectly Pink, and it said to tap it on the eyelid. It's like a very icy pink shimmery color, super beautiful. I actually had to take off one of my nails because I was trying to place it on my eye, and my nails were too long. I don't know how people do this, but it is one of those formulas I would say is best used with your finger, or like a silicone brush would be really nice. Crease, it says to use Darling Mist, which is a beautiful marbled like pink purple fuchsia. I can't even describe it. It's just so prismatic and multi-dimensional. I'm not one to usually put a shimmer metallic in my crease, but it was a fun vibe. I will be doing this again. I like that they applied this little like unicorn eye makeup idea. I feel like the colors can be a little like scary for some people if you don't know what to do, and this gives you a great idea of a beautiful look, and it definitely brought me out of my comfort zone because I feel like I don't usually do a blue liner on an everyday basis. But even though it was a shimmer formula and it was one of those more wet ones, it did blend well with this brush. So it can work with a brush, you just have to pack it on there pretty good. Clean buffed out the edges with a clean brush, and then it next says Save Me the Stamp. Tap into the inner corner. I would say the base is maybe a taupe, and then it has like a blue, teal, silver, purpley, multi-dimensional quality to it. It's very beautiful, kind of hard to describe. I also need to learn a different adjective other than beautiful. But they're so sparkly, I don't know how else to describe them. After that, it says to take Swankified, and line the upper lash line. Swinkified is so sparkly. It reminds me of Cinderella's dress. It's like a periwinkle, has a nice purple undertone with a teal silver sparkle running through it. This one I probably used a different brush, but you are going to want to get it wet to pick up that product to really apply that blue. I eventually do add a black wing and then apply this over top, and it enhanced it even more. I do this in the unicorn thing, but I took the Shiz, which is a beautiful shimmery like silver color. I feel like you could use this as a highlighter on your skin tone, but I did put it in my inner corner a little bit and on my brow bone, and if I'm remembering right, I think I put it on my face later. I just really wanted to use a lot of the shades in the palette. But there is a beautiful Galinda inspired makeup look following the unicorn little sheet. I used my r.e.m Beauty eyeliner marker to do some cat wings, and then like I said, I used Swinkified to go over that liner. I love how this enhanced all the warmth in my eyes with the pinks and the blues. It really made my eyes look like caramel. I added on some r.e.m Beauty lashes that I actually forgot I still had. Starting on the base, we're going to be using the Galinda Glow Drops. Made with hyaluronic acid peptides. It has a nice soft scent, so if you're like sensitive to it, you're not really going to smell it on your skin after you apply it. And it has a nice pearl in it. I will say it does have a bit of a glitter on the skin, but once you put your foundation on and it blends all in, you just see that glow through the skin and you don't see the sparkles. But myself, I love a sparkle, so it doesn't bother me. My skin desperately needed this. I've been sick for 8 days straight with a cold, and the skin around my nose has never felt drier. But I applied my favorite duo, which is the Sweetener Concealer and Foundation, as usual, to my complexion before I applied the Eclipse Lip and Cheek Blush in the shade She's So Good. Because this is a lip and cheek product, I did apply it to the skin, but I swiftly remembered that I prefer to apply it to the brush and then buff it onto the skin. It's just easier to blend that way. I feel like most cream products for me are just easier to blend that way. But it's a beautiful fuchsia, makes me look nice and pink in the cheeks, and it didn't like lift my foundation or do anything weird. And I will say, even though my nose skin literally felt like the Sahara Desert, that foundation didn't look bad because it does have hydrating qualities to it. Apply a pink setting powder just for the vibes to set everything down, and I was like, I need a highlighter. What am I going to use? So I took that Midnight Shadows liquid shadow, and It's Good to See Me, Isn't It? And decided to dust that onto the cheeks and see if that worked as a highlighter, and it does. I love adding like a kind of lavender highlighter onto the cheeks as kind of like a blush topper. I just feel like it looks really glowy and beautiful, so this worked just as good as my other ones I use, and you can't stop me. So I used Perfectly Pink, the Shiz, and Normal is Overrated in the palette, and I just mixed the three and dusted it on the cheeks for even extra sparkle. I mean, it's all shadow, it's all dirt mixed together. You can put it wherever you want, and I was glittering from space. Did I get that all in my hair? Yes, but now my hair is sparkly, so we love it. There is the look, very glittery. If you're gonna not like glitter, don't do that, but I love glitter. So next is the lips. The first one we're gonna try out is the lip stain in the shade Made in Oz, which is that deep mauve. This is an exact color dupe to their lip stain markers that they have in Booked and Busy, which is one of her favorites, and I have that one, and it reminds me a lot of that, but in obviously a liquid form. I prefer this personally. The marker's nice for like lining your lips, but this I feel like is going to be a more long lasting. And because of that gel formula, it's really nice to like buff into the lips with your finger. It looks super cute. I used a makeup remover wipe to take it off, and it did leave a stain, so it does have a nice lasting power on the lip even if you remove it or eat something. I want to swatch that blush and lipstick, and She's So Good on the lips, and it's giving like real estate Barbie in the 80s. I don't know how often I would wear this on my lips, in general, but I feel like it would be good on like a dark mauve to like ombre it out in the middle. And last lippy to try is the On Your Collar metallic lipstick, and you've been galinda-fied. Very nice. It's not super metallic, it's like a nice subtle metallic if you're afraid of that, and it is so beautiful. I feel like this is like a perfect everyday color. I feel like she's been rocking this one a lot. I know she used it on like SNL and stuff lately, but here it is in the sunshine, so you can really see all those sparkles. And there you have it. That is the completed look. I didn't get everything in the collection. I didn't get the PH lip gloss, which I'm kind of regretting, but I do have a gift card for my birthday, so I might use it on that. And then I didn't get the elphaba set, and I really am curious about that black lip balm. I wish they would sell it separately because the other two products in there I feel like I need. And I also don't think I got the eye patches. I think that was the last thing I didn't buy. But I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you pick out things if you were looking to buy something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!